Take it back! Action!
Take it back!
Action! Take it back!
How are you? All right. Thank you.
Action!
I had to
eye surgery today. Yeah, I'm
Omoyele Sowore. Please give him a round of applause. This is one of my brothers in this business that I really respect a lot. And tonight we're going to do this together. What do you have to say?
Please put your hands together for our president once again.
back. If you are ready to take it back, say take it back.
Take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the president of the country cannot be handsome like this, the country can never be fine. And if you are in support of that, say yeah, yeah. We need 5 points in power so that the country can be fine. We are tired of darkness. That is how we must take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to prepare your ATM, your check, when you have to raise money not because of the jollof rice. Are we together? Now say take it back. Correct. Take it back. Sowore. Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my president. I don't know about you. But when he gets to power, sir, I would like you to know I'm very good with counting of money. Very accountable. Remember this place. Thank you very much. As we will see.
Thank you very much, my brother MC Attraction. Right about now, we're not going to waste much of our time. We're going to get into the business of tonight. And I want to welcome one of our non-lazy Nigerian youths here. You know, somebody said some of us are lazy. As you can see, me here, I'm talking. My brother, all we do is talk. We do like everywhere we go, just for source of living. And then somebody was saying we are lazy. There is God. Please join me as I welcome one of the non-Nigerian lazy youth. I'm talking about Olise Buka, Olise Obiora. He's a tech solution and he's going to be leading us tonight with the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please give it up for Olise. You're welcome, brother.
Take it back. Okay, may we rise, please, for the national anthem? Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call me to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with love and might, all nation happy, freedom, peace and unity. The God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, never lose the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow and live in just and true. Great hearts began from faith to build a nation where peace and justice shall
Take it back! Take it back! Take it back! Ladies and gentlemen, behind every action, behind every reaction, there's an action. Do we agree with me? Yes. Tonight, I want to ask 1 or 2 people to tell me why they are interested in this movement we are and the reason why we are here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the first person I want to bring up here to tell us that what motivates them to support this motion. Join your hands together as I welcome Mr. Dimeji Oladapo. Please give him a round of applause. Please keep clapping for him. Keep clapping for him. You're welcome, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, I'm now that good in standing in front of people. But the thing is, they call me, but I have no choice but to answer. So, first of all, when this movement started, I was talking to Ohio about what can we do as a group to improve life in Nigeria. Then they said, look, you know what, there's a guy running for that want to run for the office. I said, who? I said, oh, Sowore. I said, who Sowore? I said, Sahara reporter. That the guy that started the Sahara reporter. I said, yeah, I know about Sahara reporter, but I don't know who is Sowore. So then we started, we did a town hall meeting. So, but the thing is this, I see him, is little guy, with the lion's arm, you know, because Nigeria, everybody believes that there's nothing you can do because of all this cabal, you know. But for some reason, the next president of Nigeria, you know, said, no, I can fight these people. It's just like the story of David, you know, and Goliath. He said, look, I can fight them. I know I have what it takes. So, but the thing is this, I'm not here to, give a long speech, or all I want to say is this. Even though we live here in the United States, but there's something we can do, every one of us, which is donate to this movement. Number two, pick up phone and enlighten our people at home. Let them know that, look, you cannot continue in this, living in this condition, because our land is going to make money, and only few people, see there, controlling 180 million, of people. So, but now, I just want to say thank you for coming, but at the same time, you have to dip your hand into your pocket and contribute. Because without money, it's just like a gospel. If you don't have money, you cannot win soul. So, if you don't give, there's not, you can only do a little. Because when you go back to Nigeria, he has to travel everywhere, and he's going to go back, those long buses, the Chuku buses, those buses, he has to rent about 10 of those buses, traveling around, because he needs that, so that whenever he enter a city, they will see, take it back, action. So, please, I just want to tell everyone that remember what Kennedy said, that don't think about what your government can do for you, but what can you do for your government. Now, for your country. But now, what we can do is this, by donating into this cause, into this movement. That's the only way we can take it back.
Take it back! Action!
Thank you.
Round of applause!
Let's put your hands together for him. I said put your hands together for him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of our time, we'll be calling on the next person. We'll be introducing our future president. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands are not busy. Can you put your hands together for Mr. Ogugwa Iwelu?
Good evening, Nigeria. Yes, my voice beats now. Because this is a big occasion, so I'm not going to take your time. I just want us to know that we are part of an history that's about to unfold. This is the best time to be in Nigeria. And with all, let me just start by saying, all protocols observed, please, because it's a very official occasion. And Chicago, like the aspirant said today, it's a very key part in this journey we are taking. Nigeria's statements politically, I didn't know that until he made that statement today. He unfolded out of Chicago. So you being here today, you are about to make the real statement that will turn Nigeria into what everybody's dream is. So without holding any further, please, with all pleasure, regards, and love, I want to take the pleasure to introduce one of the most profound Nigerians. I mean, I've been in this system for a long time. I haven't seen anybody with the kind of heart this brother has. So please help me stand up and give a warm welcome, Chicago welcome for Omoyele Sowore.
We shall overcome. Holy God, let's be 2019. Come on, everybody. We shall overcome. Come on, let's do that. We shall overcome. In Jesus' name. Now we are praying, we shall overcome. Take it back.
Thank you very much, Chicago. Thank you very much. The band on standby here doing a fantastic job, motivating and inspiring us. Thank you very much, my friend Omoyele, for the nice, very crisp introduction tonight. For those of you who may not know, Omoyele used to be one of the protégés of Fela Kuti. It's been around with Fela for a long time. But again, let me repeat that Chicago is very important in my life. 19 years ago, when I arrived in the US, I came in with the hope of spending 2 weeks in the US, like most of you. And I've ended up spending 19 years. But unlike most of you, I'm going back. Because we must take back our country, Nigeria. And there's no looking back until we do so.
Take it back!
Chicago made a profound statement. I mean, Nigerians in the diaspora based in Chicago made the most profound political statement in the 1990s here. There is, I think, a congresswoman or a senator named Carol Mosley Brown.
Yes.
Any one of you know about her? She went to Nigeria, collected money from Sani Abacha, and she had so much money from Abacha that when she came back, she made a declaration that she can never lose an election in the city of Chicago, Chicago as a whole. Nigerians in Chicago bonded together, and in what I'll call the most successful gang up against a single individual, went after Carol Mosley Brown, made sure she lost that election. I don't know the exact year now, but I was a student activist then in Nigeria fighting against Abacha. And that was the end of the political career of Carol Mosley Brown. She never rose after that. So you are called upon once again in Chicago to ruin the political career of the old Cargos in Nigeria. Bond together, fund a revolutionary movement out of the United States, out of everywhere within Nigeria, to ruin the political career of people who have ruined the future of Nigeria. They are the people who have destroyed our past. They are holding our current present to ransom, or the present to ransom. And they are about to finish off the future of a lot of Nigerians. When we were taking the national anthem here today, I almost took a kneel, because there is a very interesting part of the second stanza of the national anthem, which says, guide our leaders right and help our youth the truth to know. And you are wondering, why is it that the youth have to be, have to know the truth to know? It is because there is nothing in Nigeria that is for the youth. That is why when you probably was growing up, or when we were growing up in Nigeria, you are always told that they are the leaders of tomorrow. When I was told that particular story, or that aphorism, I went home thinking that when I came back to school the next day, I would have become a leader of Nigeria. Till today, I have not become a leader, because it is, tomorrow that is perpetually postponed leadership opportunity for a lot of us. But there's a part of the national anthem as well that says Nigeria call obey. And I think Nigeria is calling on all of us present here today, and those other Nigerians who are not particularly here with us. They are calling on you to obey a revolutionary call to help deliver Nigeria from the hands of its very, very vicious, wicked, and capricious political class. These people have no interest of the Nigerian state at heart. They have no intention of developing Nigeria. They also have no intention of letting Nigeria develop itself. They have no intention of letting anybody with any progressive idea even come near Nigeria. That is the junction where Nigeria is today. And that's why Nigeria is calling on you, and we hope you obey. A lot of things have been said, a lot of questions have been asked me regarding what we intend to do for Nigeria. And in all fairness, among all the presidential candidates, or even the political candidates that we have today in Nigeria, I have organized so many town hall meetings, had interactions. I've been in the north, I've been in the south, I've been in the east, I've been in the west, I've been in the middle of Nigeria. I've been in Nigeria at night, during the daytime. I have been to places where you cannot travel by car. I've been on motorbikes, as known as Okada. Where Okada could not go to, I've been on boats in Nigeria. I have been to Nigeria to understand what Nigeria has been going through. I've met the real people of Nigeria in the last 8 months. I've spoken to them. I've had conversations with people you can never imagine would talk to leaders. People like Fulani headsmen. One of them I met on my return from Taraba State, Jalingo, when I went there, and spoke to this man. And he said to me, nobody among the political class ever asked them what they want before. They just assume that, these are Fulani headsmen, they are carrying weapons, and they are selling cows, and they are rapists. Nobody talks to them. And we met fishermen on our way from the Niger Delta region of Nigeria. We've been to markets. A few days ago, yes, we went to internally displaced camps, and then we visited 3 of them. The same thing, the leaders are not talking to them. I went to the one in Bakassi. Bakassi was ceded to Cameroon, I think about 10 years ago. The people who were displaced from Bakassi have not been relocated back to where they're supposed to be, even though millions of dollars have been raised on an annual basis. Millions of dollars were set aside for them, the monies were embezzled. I met IDPs in Yola, Adamawa State, I met IDPs in Taraba State, I met IDPs in Benue State. I have been to places like Zamfara State. We went to Kebbi. We went to a place called Agungu. Anybody heard about Agungu, where they used to do the fishing festival? So many of these places are part of what I refer to as the government territory of Nigeria. There's zero governance in Nigeria today, and we can solve the problem. These problems are not big problems. Contrary to what you have been told, that Nigerian problems are insurmountable. And contrary to the assertion that only God can solve Nigeria's problem, it's not true. God solved Nigeria's problem a long time ago. But the problem with our people in Nigeria is that even after our prayers have been answered, we remain on our knees asking for more, without going out there to to carry out the answered part of our prayers. I'm not trying to sound religious, but I'm just telling you that we have tested every part of Nigeria and come to the conclusion that things are not as difficult as they have made you believe or made you to believe or want you to perpetually believe. In fact, Nigeria is going to be a place that can be governed very easily if only we can do some simple, basic things in the country. The reason is simple. The people of Nigeria have come to a conclusion that government don't exist. So if any governments come around at all to do anything for Nigerians, they will start appreciating that government. That is why the governors of Lagos are very popular. Even though people who govern the state of Lagos cannot succeed as county executives here, in Nigeria, they have seemed to be very good because they know how to do very nominal, flashy, glittery things, and little they do impress people so much that they keep calling anybody that comes to Lagos as action governor. That's the truth. It is the same thing if we were to repeat itself in Nigeria today. A Nigerian president that can do a few things will become so popular in the world, everybody will be singing their praises, even when they haven't done half of what presidents do in other parts of the world. This is my experience. And in coming here tonight, I am not trying to come here to repeat to you so many of the things you already know about Nigeria. But one thing I know, as much as so many people sitting down here, is that if you have a chance, you will love a country that you can go back to. One thing I know for sure, that a lot of us, so many of us who have even abandoned our citizenship of Nigeria, if we have a chance, we would love to embrace our country once again. We would love to go there and retire. We would love to even take our kids back there to go to school and learn our languages and know about our culture. We would love to leave behind this very cold, wintry, deadly Chicago weather every winter. Yeah, I'm serious. Yes, take it back and go back to a country that is blessed with nice weather. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable how nice. The only time you can appreciate Nigeria very well is to come from Nigeria at this time to Chicago. Don't stop anywhere else. Or go to Minnesota. Or go to New York where it's really cold. And then you go to Nigeria where it's really, really nice and warm. Yes, but we don't have nice leaders and our society is in shambles. Our country is broken and the Nigerian state officially has failed. So what's the solution? The solution lies with every one of us sitting down here today. There are a lot of ways we can intervene. There are a lot of ways we can solve the problem. Yes, it is true that if you give us money, we will be able to campaign successfully in Nigeria and defeat the old brigade or the old cargos, as we call them. But money is not going to solve the problem by itself. We need people to get physically involved. The same way most of you got involved with the Obama campaign right here in Chicago as well, right? The same way you get involved with your local politics here. You can call people at home. You can enlighten people at home. You can get involved in social media campaigns that we're doing. And be part of history, as the book I mentioned. Tonight, as we are here tonight in Chicago, the ban on campaigning for 2019 has just been lifted in Nigeria. Today is November 18th in Nigeria. They just lifted the ban on campaigning. I'm supposed to be in Nigeria tonight. But I'm waiting for the rest two other candidates to also start. Because this is going to be a marathon. And I know that they'll get tired very soon. So I'll let them go ahead, very far ahead before I start my own campaign and I guarantee that I'll catch up with them and beat them to it.
Thank you, man.
We need you. As this night is supposed to help us raise funds that can help us fight the battles at home. And I'll go straight to what we need. We need money. We need about $2 million to fight the battle at home. And that is a drop in the bucket compared to what our opponents are going to spend. One of our opponents, who is a member or the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the party that is known as Papa Deceiving Peking, But in Nigeria now, the young people have said that they want to change the name of the party to Peking Deceiving Papas. So, the man who is the candidate of that party, Atiku Abubakar, most of you know him, he spent $5,000 to buy, each delegate that went to his primary election in Port Harcourt, and there are 3,000 delegates. In one day, you can multiply 3,000 by 5,000 delegates. I think all the money changing groups, they call them Bureau de Change, relocated to Port Harcourt for a whole weekend, just so that they can take care of Atiku's bazaar in Port Harcourt. That is just the primaries. So you can imagine what they have as a war chest to fight for the national election itself. The other candidates, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today, Alhaji Muhammadu Buhari, who some people refer to as Jibril from Sudan, the conspiracy theories saying that it's not from Nigeria but from Sudan. Nigeria never run out of conspiracy theories. But on a serious note, they have the jugular of the Nigerian treasury at their disposal. So whatever they want, they will get. Specifically, if they just found out that they have been allocating money illegally from the I think it's the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas, NLNG, where they are taking billions of dollars. They have access to funds from Customs, the Nigeria Port Authority, they have from the Federal Aviation Authority of Nigeria, all these revenue generating agencies of Nigeria. They can take whatever they want from these agencies, including, of course, the National Security Advisor's Office, where the bulk of the money that was spent in 2015 was stolen from. So ours is just a little. The reason we are asking for very little is that we are going to run a very compact but powerful campaign. And we are not going to distribute rice or branded clothes that's known as Ankara during the election. Truth is that Nigerians are so politically conscious and aware at this time, they are not asking us for anything. They are asking us for ideas on how we can move Nigeria to the next level that they have never seen it before. And that is very encouraging. But we need vehicles, we need to be able to move around, we need to print memorabilia. We have t-shirts, hats. People have been donating their own vehicles and houses to us around Nigeria to brands and use our secretariat. We need posters, we need flyers, we need stickers all over Nigeria. And that is our challenge, and that's why this gathering was called tonight by organizers in Chicago. This is not the first place that this has happened. Recently, we went to Australia I mean, if you are running for the presidency of Nigeria, you have to go to Australia. Then you are serious. Because that's a 3-day journey just to go from Nigeria to Australia. I left on a Monday. I didn't arrive in Australia until Wednesday morning. Yes. Well, good news is that within 4 cities in Australia, we're able to raise almost 30 million Australian dollars. I'm sorry, 30,000 Australian. If I did 30 million Australian, I wouldn't be in front of you today. 30,000. And, you know, after we left, they kept donating, and they're going to use their donations to print posters from China that they will ship to Nigeria on our behalf. So you can do a lot of things for us, and you can adopt a village and fund people there to campaign. You can adopt a ward, you can adopt a polling unit for the election. You can adopt a state, as people are doing in Edo State and other states across the Federation, where they are funding directly without even contacting us, providing posters. The only thing they ask us is for us to provide the soft copy of the posters. We send it to them, they print it en masse, and people are pasting the posters all over the place. You know, I have to announce that the people of Nigerians in Wisconsin, just across from here, sent to us $2,300 tonight. They brought it all the way from Wisconsin. You have to give them a round of applause. They're doing that to challenge Chicago. Yes. And I'm sure that you prove them wrong tonight. That's right. By saying that, you know, maybe one person just bring that donation so that the Wisconsin people can go to rest. You know. So that's why we're here. And I've been asked to see if you guys have questions as well. But if you ask me questions tonight, I'll be answering the same questions I've asked about 5,000 times since we started this, with over 150 events. And so many events have happened in Nigeria that we've been to 30 states, been to towns, cities, villages, we've been to universities. About a week ago, we were at the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife. Is anybody from Great Ife here? Ife, OAU, Great Ife. Fantastic university, over 3,000 students attended. In fact, the hall was filled to the brim when we finished. The students are all waiting for a leadership that they can be proud of. You know? So this is not also only about Nigeria, it's about the continent of Africa. Because everybody is looking up to Nigeria to get it right. And as soon as we get it right, our continent will also shine on the mountain. That is why Nigeria used to be referred to as a giant in the sun. And our party logo is 2 hands this way that is, you know, facing sunshine. And those 2 hands, for those who may not have known what it is, represent the unity of joining of hands of Nigerians at home and Nigerians abroad. If you ask some people at home, they describe those 2 hands as saying waka to oppressors. We didn't design it like that, but that's how people are interpreting it. And they are entitled to interpret it the way they like, because our party is a party of resistance against oppression. So, without taking too much of your time, I know the organizers are itching to start the fundraiser tonight, but let me also inform you all that you are not the only person here tonight. We have the benefit of Nigerians all over the world watching us through Facebook Live. That's little device standing in front of us. Is our Facebook Live broadcast equipment. And I'm sure nothing less than 200 to 300 people are watching. By the time this conversation is over, or will be over, we will have some 10,000 Nigerians watching. So, whichever way you want to conduct yourself tonight, just know that you are being watched. Yes. And those Nigerians that are watching are very opinionated, you know, they have opinions and they have no chill. So you better donate very well because they get upset when you bring me all the way from Nigeria to Fundraiser and nothing comes well out of it. It's not a threat, it's a joke, right? So let me thank you once again, Chicago, for bringing us all the way to Chicago. Let me use the opportunity to thank the people of Minnesota. We were in Minnesota yesterday, and by tomorrow we'll be heading to Columbus, Ohio, where Nigerians there have also invited us over. And after that, we arrive in Nigeria on Thursday for the commencement of our own campaign that's going to start proper non-stop. After that, I've been told that we're headed to Kano. We are taking the battle to their front door. Yes. Take it back. So thank you so much. As you can imagine, tonight I'm very, very mellow. Reason is that I've been told that they have on the yam in the house. I'm conserving my energy, not to talk, but to eat tonight. And of course, to dance. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a fantastic evening. AAC, take it back. Take it back. Thank you.
Take it back. Take it back. Bros, they don't pay you. You won't shine my shine. I beg, leave me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time we've been waiting for. You know, when I go to any gathering, whatsoever the gathering, this is the moment I like the most. You know why? Nobody knows. Because it's time to feed our belly. Right about now, if you're curious, want to know who is, what's the name of this band? They are the Chicago Finest. As a matter of fact, they are United States Finest. I'm talking about Mr. Surplusity. Please give it up. A round of applause for Mr. Surplusity. So right about now, I'm going to be calling tables by table. I'll come to your table and I'll usher you to go and grab your food while we have some light music. And after that, we're going to give you guys some time to ask some questions for our next president. Does that sound good? Take it back! Take it back! AAC.
Take it back.
Thank you.
Yeah. No.
Orí ọwọ́ tẹ́kì bàtà wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Láláyé lè fi màlè tó bá wà pàlú wa fún wa. Torí Nàìjíríà ìlú tó sọ̀kò wàrà ti kú orin. Àní ẹ̀mẹ̀ náà mẹ́lẹ̀ tó máa lè kó bá wa pàrọ̀ jọ. Ọmọ bàbá lè fi ṣe nígbà ìgbàgbọ́ ní òde àní máa bá dìbò nígbà ìrètí máa yọ nípàlà. Ọmọ bàbá lè fi ṣe nígbà ìgbàgbọ́ ní òde èmi bàbá mi lòdì nígbà ìrètí máa yọ. President. lọ́wọ́ yìí ẹgbẹ́ ètò ẹ̀dùn pọ̀ pé ètò. Oya ẹ̀dùn sọ pé ètò lórí ètò. ti wọlé tán, ọlọ́run bá ti ṣe. Continuation la máa fi ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni máa gbọ́, àdìgbò ọdún mẹ́jọ ló ń wọ̀ kó wá ayé ìjọ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me this beautiful sister. Can you introduce yourself? And together tonight, we need your support. Our president-to-be just spoke to us, and we know all these things that need to be done cannot be done just by ourselves. Let me tell you something very unique about this party. He said earlier, Mr. Sowore said earlier, he said the symbol, the logo of the party is 2 urns, right? It means he cannot do it by himself. I cannot build Nigeria myself. We have to put our hands together. And you know what's something that stood out about this party? Because other parties you still need a hand to be able to use the other logos. I'll give you an example. PDP, you need your hands to hold the umbrella. Is it not? AC, I mean, they use broom, right? What do you need to hold a broom? So with our hands, with our cooperation, we're going to do this together. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard. They said many other states have pledged and they've done so marvelously. Chicago people, please, let's do this. Alright? So I'm going to hand the microphone to my sister, BC, to kick off stand. Please, everybody has to make a donation tonight. Our target tonight is to at least surpass other states. If we can't be the best overall, at least let's be among the top 3. And when we're talking about top 3, we want something not less than $10,000. With you, with me, we can do it. Take it back! Take it back! AAC.
Take it back.
Do we have any volunteers who be willing to be the first to donate? Maybe we can start at $500 donation. If you don't have it today, that's okay. If you have credit card, we take credit card as well. Cash, credit card, anything. $500, $250.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have POS here. There is no excuse. We have Zelle. Whatever it is you want, any means of payment whatsoever you want to do, we have it here. Please give a round of applause for this. My dad in the house. He's going to introduce himself and he's going to tell us how much he's going to pledge towards this cause. You're welcome, sir.
He's donating, yes. Good evening, everybody. It's quite an opportunity to be here today. and to support our brothers or to support our nation in order to change the predicaments we find ourselves in. To cut the whole story short, I'll be donating $250.
Please, a round of applause. A round of applause. Mr. Ojelade is leading now. Dr. Ojelade. Do you have any other person in the house who can beat that? Who wants to beat Mr. Ojelade? Mr. Ojelade just donated $250. Mr. Attraction, you want to help us out? Ladies and gentlemen, can we have the next person who is willing to donate tonight? Just wave your hand, I'll come to you. Who is the next person? Who wants to take Nigeria out of the hands of this old cargo? Me, I call PDP. I said people deceiving party. People deceiving people. You don't pay now. See, let me tell you something. Back then, if you are in Nigeria and you go and visit somebody, you know what they will use to give you? They will give you things like photo album. Isn't it? They will say, welcome. This is the album from our child's 10 years anniversary, birthday service, birthday celebration. But nowadays, what you get is, when you get to my house, you hear, can I have your charger? Because what? We don't have lights. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to focus my attention on this table. Because the way the kind of caliber of people I'm seeing on this table, I feel like there are people who can shake the ground. As a matter of fact, it's going to be like competition table by table. We'll see the table that is going to raise the biggest money tonight. The spirit is talking to me. Let me see who the spirit is going to. Spirit, where are you? Ladies and gentlemen, I want my daddy to say it out himself.
Okay, on behalf of me and my family, I donate $150.
Please give him a round of applause.
Take it back.
Somebody's challenging me.
On behalf of the Oladenge family, I'm about to raise that 150 to 400.
Please, if you are here with your checkbook, you can bring them out now so that we can speed it up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Christian Sowore. And
the name deserves $1 million donation.
You know something about that, Sowore? Is that the reason for that? I'm not sure Red does.
Oh, really?
Right?
Move over.
A great Ife. I know I'm talking about my uncle out of South Africa, Awolowo University, Department of Sociology. He is very familiar with him. What you are doing now, Omoyele,
has been in the forefront for more than 30 years. I happen to be one of the people that have written extensively about what Nigeria needs. And I gave you a short summary. Please pay attention to it. It's all about transparency. It's all about accountability. It's all about being on the side of the law, rather than being Ashufirufi. That is the lawmakers that also violate the laws, which is what we have in a lot of situations back home. As we're moving forward, I am donating $250. And I'm not just donating that for competition's sake. I'm doing that because of what I believe in, and it stands for what Nigeria needs right now. Okay, thank you very much. The Lord is your strength. I'm not Gadro as well. I'm not Gadro as well. The Lord is your strength. Just stay on. Okay. The truth will set you free. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. A round of applause.
Any other business?
All right.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
All right. $1 million.
I'm still waiting for that.
Good evening to everybody. Ola Buraimo Babajide, and I happen to be one of the organizers. But how much I'm giving in is going to be coming in later. But I'll have to donate on behalf of Oladele Abdulhamed Ola Buraimo, $50. And then on behalf of Oladimeji Adebambo Abdulafiz Ola Buraimo, another $50.
AAC!
And then on behalf of Oladamola Adeboye Abdulaziz Ola Buraimo, he's also donating $50 as well. So $150. The students, and they cannot afford to write a check, but here's the dollars. Thank you.
A round of applause. Thank you very much, sir.
Any other bidders?
Okay. I understand some people are very, very private person. Because me, in my head, I'm thinking of donating like 10,000 to the president. But I don't want to say it on Facebook. You know our people back home now. The next thing I'll just hear my WhatsApp call tomorrow. Green. Ọmọ mi ó máa tẹjọ́ mẹ́ta o. Orí ẹ lórí Facebook lánàá. Bóò ni mo máa ti jẹun láti jà àrùn. Ọmọ rẹ wà lọ́sibítù. Ladies and gentlemen, please, this table is another table that I have a lot of hope in.
Yes.
I have hope, I have faith, I have confidence. And if you see the man I'm standing with, you can tell. You know, there are some people, they don't shout. Just their appearance, you can tell. Daddy, over to you, sir. Our private people shout. Wow. Well, please give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause. He told me what he's going to be, but he doesn't want, like me.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of myself and my family, I'll donate $100.
Take it back! Take it back! Wow. I like people of timber and caliber. He brought the money out. That's action. Just like the name of our party. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I want us to have one orientation tonight. This thing we are doing here tonight, we are not doing it for this man. Okay? Please, let's have at the back of our mind. We are doing it for our dear country. Most of us travel back home, and we are even scared. We don't even tell our parents we are coming home. Imagine. Because there is no security. The last time I went home, I did not tell anybody. I now enter Uber finish. I was not thinking in my head, is this a good decision? What if Uber go and carry carry me and go and do morning ritual. I didn't even tell anybody. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this from our heart. We know this is a man of proving integrity. It's not a matter of because he's here. We've seen, his record has spoken for him. In fact, I'm adult you. You don't want to adopt me.
We have credit card reader.
Myself and the family are living for 3 years.
I told you, I said, you kind of, when you see people, you can tell who they are. There's this my beautiful sister here. In my mind, I was thinking maybe I should mention for him, for her, how much she's going to drop. But wait, just hold on, you see how much she's going to drop. Just hold on. Because when I go to party, when I host party, even her jewelry is alone. Come on. Tonight, we're going to break record. Secretary, we are wasting time now. You know there's some money, it expires on the 8th year. You don't do bring it to expire. Can they have a deputy secretary? The one that has integrity like Mr. Sowore? Nobody. No one that will choose Mr. Sowore. Okay. How far? So, short. Together. I don't hear that. Bros, well, I thought I ain't bad now. Nice one. BK what? BKNY. You know the meaning of BKNY? Bros, how far? No, I know you are good. Even if you are one of the goody looking boys now, I can see your friend, linings and tie. Well, please give my brother a round of applause. He's one of those private persons too. Private people. If you check his Instagram now, it's on private. Everything private. There are some tables are intimidating me because the kind of money I'm going to hear. Well, let me just move to this my dad. How are you? Good evening, sir. No, wait now. Daddy, do you know what I like about you? Huh? Oh, okay. Please hold on. I'll come back to you. You can go ahead and ask a quick question before you leave.
Sorry,
Mr. Sowore, he has a question.
I'm sorry, I have to leave now, but I just want to ask a question. I want you to know that I'm a pastor and we pray for you. And I love what you're doing, and I'm really encouraged. But you said something about the minimum, what do you call it, the living wage. The living wage. I know the way it operates here. I know it's easier for a company to pay you the minimum wage. I don't know how you plan to achieve that with regards to private sector. Like for example, if I have a company in Nigeria, and if you say the living wage is 100,000, and if I don't make that kind of income, how do I sustain my staff? So that's the question. Then two, this one is an advice. I'm just advising. I want to encourage you, even though you have some things you want to do concerning our politicians, I just feel you should keep it private because these people, I know you have integrity, but you see these people, I don't want you to fight unnecessary battles, by saying you're going to do this to these people. I don't want you to fight it because these people can go out of their way to do anything because of power. So I just feel you should keep it to yourself. When that time comes, you can do whatever you want to do.
Thank you very much, sir. Big response.
We have to.
Yeah, the minimum wage thing is we're not forcing private individuals to implement them. It is federal workers. Federal workers are the target of the living wage that we're proposing, and then states are supposed to follow that. But as for the private sector, a lot of people in the private sector are actually already paying more than the minimum wage that we are proposing. So it's not going to be a major problem for the private sector. But the law or whatever proposal we have will not force anybody in the private sector to pay the minimum wage in the country. Definitely that's not the starting point. Over time, as our economy improves, you can imagine that see to it that people are paid a living wage. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, go ahead, sir.
Please, a round of applause. He just donated $200.
What's your name, sir? He's another private person.
Where is my secretary? $1 million. He just donated $200. Please go to him.
Daddy, are you Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa? You know, that's a very smart response. Wazobia, one Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Please give our daddy a round of applause. See, in Nigeria, there are very few big things that keeps us together. I'll tell you some of them. Number one, sports. You see Igbo and Hausa man, they are fighting before, but when it comes to football, especially let's say Nigeria qualify for World Cup, they will be friends. Or they are the same Arsenal fan like me. Hey, another thing I can tell you. Politics. When they are of the same party, they will agree. Daddy, I like you. How many sons do you have? None. Can you adopt me, please? I'm adopted. And the reason is because I know that money is huge. Because I can see fresh people. Not by my eyes. I have the micro eyes.
Actually, I want to give word of encouragement to the President Omoyele. I know there are two parties that are stronger than yours, but I want you to remember that in 1991 in Lagos State, between Sowore and Akarajobi, one is a professor, I can't remember which one, they are from the same place. But the side, Michael Ojedola won, because the two were against each other's throats. And eventually, Michael Ojedola won. And in January 1st, 1992, he came to Ipomo in the bed. I was there in church when the Reverend Father was using us to preach that Ojedola or then Ola, that I don't know how to interpret that, or then hatred became blessing. I see that happening next year for you. Atiku and Buhari, they will be at each other's neck in Jesus' name. And they say when two elephants fight, the grass suffer. But you will not be the grass. But you will be the grace who are so long in Jesus' name. Your vision is my vision. What you believe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really happy to be here. Also happy to meet my president today, Sowore. And I want to ask him that approximately there's 774 local government areas in Nigeria. And currently, where I'm from, in Imo State, I feel like people don't really know that actually that's where the reading comes from. And if you can't block this route, reading will continue. And show really can people to face those
this criminal called Papa's. So he needs to have people in these areas in which I think in a way I will reach out to my family, my brothers who are doing good there, and they will face this call for me. But I'm out here trying just to pass this message, and that's what they want me to pass to them. So thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for this brother. You know what? You can see the passion. He asked me earlier, I said, you should wait. And he was about to leave. But the zeal, the desire in him, like he really has his interest in mind. Please give him a round of applause once again. Once again. Mr. Sowore has taken you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Normally, I don't do anything for people. I'm going to see and talk to him privately at the end of the day, and I will see what I can do in regards to people that have come to me today. One of the people that have been looking for this kind of situation to happen, like my brother said, I've been waiting for this moment to happen, and I'm so glad that we see somebody that we can look up to move us forward. Nigeria has been in disarray for a long time. And we thank God for bringing you up to the task. And we are going to be backing you up, both in prayer, in kindness, and every resources that we all have, we will back you up. I'm the president of one of the Nigerian Women Association in the state of India, and we are having a meeting tomorrow. I'm going to encourage them as well. And we are also going to talk to our people at home and see what we can do to make it better. I'm even coming home this year, and I will see how far I can go, even with our own people at home, to see what we can do differently. I have a brother at home that has contested. He was a senator before, who know me, and that is Alaji Kaka. He always resides in my house when he comes here. So we will see how we can back you up and make a change to our nation. Our nation deserves, we are all hoping to come back home. We've been around here for a long time. It's about time. We want to be able to bring our children home and to be safe. Anytime I bring my children back home, they will all say, Mom, is this where you grow up? We are here now, the light is off. And I always tell them, when you get to your father's house, there will be light. That is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I was back at home in 2015 for my brother's wedding, and I bought a Wi-Fi to be able to do all my assignments because I was doing my doctorate at that time. Why do we have to worry? This is a nation we all grew up, and it was wonderful when we were back there. I remember I went to school without paying a dime. You know, here, when you go to college, you are in debt. So where are we? Where are we heading to? So I'm going to talk to you in person. I will see what I can do differently. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate all your comments and
AC. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you something. Even though some of us are here in Western world, in America, don't forget, for the most part, we are the ones that feed majority of people in Nigeria. Where I testify in the house, I personally, I know how much I send to my parents every month. It is our responsibility. If we can't go and get a peace, if we can't vote, let's talk to them. They will listen to us. I want to call them, pardon my dialect. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. We are kind of like their major support. Please, let's encourage them as well. I remember one last time I went with one of my nephews to Nigeria, and the guy was playing PlayStation. All of a sudden, they see the light. He said, Uncle Sam, I'm blind. Never experienced that before. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move it so fast now. Surplusity. This place is too cold now. 1 month of the little bit. Sir, how about you, sir? Oh, you know him? Ah, me, I know him too. Ah, because the guy saw him. You know him. Hey, you can donate. You can donate your. Ladies and gentlemen,
we need table, please.
Okay, my brother wants the private. Where's the deal? Come closer. He wants the private. He's a private somebody like me.
Every day.
Let me go to this one. I like your staff. It looks like the one that Sowore was using yesterday. Oh, thank you very much. Daddy, uncle, how come you look like this that they will see? Has anybody told you that before? Please give me a round of applause. You donated $200. Secretary, what I do? I'm too fast. My body is hot. I like to do it fast. Daddy, you like to do it fast. You don't like to do it fast. You like to do it sharp. Me, I like it fast. That's why I'm going very fast. You like it fast? So, Basiti, you like it fast? Fast, very fast. Very fast. There's one of my mommy here. Hey, mommy. Hey, she's born in Chicago. In fact, she's one of the people that used to give me a job. I'm putting her in the spot. Putting her on the spot. Mr. Tayo, what's up? Omoyele Sowore. Of Nigeria, 2019, by God's grace, I'll bring us all out when we come dance with her. We dance with him. By the way. Mommy, she may not glory. What do you let me say about donation?
5 million.
Listen to the bill.
Oh boy, I didn't be flying.
And I have a president, 2019 president. I give your attention, please. Mr. President, and I have your attention.
Take it back.
I want to encourage you for everything you are doing. I go everywhere with you in spirit. Sometimes at home, they call up the YouTube whatever. So I will stop watching Sowore. Wherever you are, I'm with you. And I want to continue to encourage you. God will be with you. Because you're such a mentor. And you are an inspiration, especially to the younger ones. And I will continue to pray with you. I don't want to preach here. I just want you to know that. And on behalf of Shekinah International and my family, we donate the sum of $500. And we're going to need your portrait. We're giving you an interview for another page of the magazine. God bless you.
Very, very important I say this. I have the microphone shy all night.
He's a shy person.
Crazy shy. So you see, Princess took us to donated 2,000 rice to us tonight. She's always been there for us, and I just want you all to please appreciate this.
A round of applause. So applause it. I see they come to you. You know, they always say if you want to know the anointing of a pastor, you will look at his wife, isn't it? Like my own pastor, his wife is very beautiful. So now you can imagine if this my big boss has this beautiful woman as his wife, you can imagine how rich and successful is he. So let me talk too much. I didn't know. In fact, it's looking like it's still.
Anyway, it's still now.
I want to thank the President to come to Nigeria and Mr. Omoyele Sowore. When we came in, I came in with my wife. We gave $100, but because of Mr. Sowore's heart and his tenacity and what he's able to embark on against our country, Nigeria, like we all know, we all have been here. We said we was coming here to go to school and then going back home, but we still find ourselves, we are locked up in here. But I see the only man that has the heart. If you notice, if you watch him, this is on YouTube, you know, he is not talking about himself. All he's talking about is Nigeria and the future of that country. Because if we miss this, we missed it greatly. So for that, for me, the $100 I came in when I came with my wife, I'm giving another $100.
Action! And let's take it back. Action! Please, a round of applause. A round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't be in a hurry to go, okay? We're still going to dance and celebrate. Because tonight, come next year, you in your parlor, in your living room, you will say, I danced with the president of Nigeria by God's grace. Mommy, I'm sorry, sister. We are together. What kind of okay, you know what? If you want to know the financial status of a home, who are you supposed to ask? The wife. Mommy, you are going to be the one to do the donation.
Private.
Please, a round of applause. He has donated. But she's making it private. No. Please, a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I want everybody's attention to look at TV right now. Everybody, look at me now. This person I'm going to. I've met mommy in several big events. If you see the way she dresses, you know that she's loaded. I don't want to talk too much. And she's a very societal lady. Everybody knows that. Mommy, over to me. It's applause his hand. I don't know that.
Mr. Sowore. AAC. Take it back. believe in a person, you will follow that person, which is what I am doing with. I call him Omoyele Sowore. I believe in him a lot. And as far as I'm concerned, as far as my age group, those coming after us are concerned, it is time for us to take it back. It is not in the hands of the diaspora to go back home, no. So when we talk to our people, you'll be surprised that you're ordinarily making a call to your family member in Nigeria and they're like, oh God, that party panels. When they say things like that, they're not directly or indirectly asking you for money. When you're Kobani, Nigeria, you know that something is they are telling you or talking to you incorrectly. Now, I quickly want to say this. I'm not going to take much of everybody's time. To Omoyele Sowore, I wanted to make a consent. Can you just give me a few seconds, please? I'll get off my minute. I wanted to make my concerns to you here while you're here, and you made mention of a few of it earlier. For saying what they don't share or me. Back home in Nigeria, we know how our leaders are. You will stand in line, you want to vote, they are buying your votes right there and there. It is left to us in diaspora. You are coming out to us. We are working for you. We are among the people of this. You'll be surprised at so many people who are interested in this cause. Another topic that I want to make is if you know people who are financially more stable than we are, they may not want to call out openly. If you know them personally as friends, you can talk to them. You will be surprised that a lot of people are already like to help us. I am for sure. Yes, we all have liaisons elsewhere, but it is what it is. I belong to the group on WhatsApp. I'm going to donate $200. If I have more than that, I will. God bless you, sir. If you can tell God, I know I'm going to be there. It's a difficult task, but God is on your side.
Amen. A round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to imagine, you want to say something, I want to give you a moment. Where can I go? Are you together? You know, by seeing this man's iPhone watch, you can tell, but I won't say much. Secretary, PA.
Nobody's talking that far about themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something again. Like I said earlier, please, I want us to make a commitment tonight. If you're going to call somebody in Nigeria, I want everybody to call somebody in Nigeria tomorrow and tell somebody that does not know about Sowore and tell them, please, if you're going to do that with me, raise up your hand, please. If you're going to call somebody tomorrow in Nigeria who doesn't know about Sowore and tell them, see, they say a tiny bit of water make what? Ocean. But that's how it's going to keep expanding and expanding. And the gospel will keep going. Please, let's make that commitment tomorrow. Call somebody in Nigeria, ask them if they have their PVC, tell them about Sowore, and convince them to vote for Sowore. We are not forcing them. Convince them it's their right. They have to exercise it. But convince them. Tell them to make him. He has good plans for the country. And God will bless you. Nobody say amen. God will bless you as you do so. That's the last prayer. I know that people with authority, they command people. That's where you
I know the command. Hey, see? Take it back. I don't hear that now. I don't want to speak English like that. Hey, see? Take it back. Take it back. God made it. At home in Nigeria, I fight them to the core. All my family, everybody that I know was vote for Sowore. And I'm donating $200. I made 2,000 posters. I want to run the town in challenge Ibadan. I need 2,000 posters, please. I told you before, Mr. Wow. AAC, take it back.
God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. And the train is moving on. We are about to dance with the future president in few minutes. Let's just wrap it up. Daddy, let's sound. Chairman Kule, it's been a while I left Nigeria. I don't even remember if we used to prostrate on you now. Daddy, I'll let you do justice to this microphone. Wow. I want to faint. If somebody hold me, I want to faint. I want to faint. Ladies and gentlemen, Daddy just donated the sum of $500. Please collect it from me quickly. Thank you very much, sir. Sister. Hey. Please, who know how to dance shaku shaku? What about Zanku? There's one dance now that is out. People will just fall down. You know you can dance together. Yeah? He rejected. She rejected in the name of Jesus. Mommy, why did I skip you? Lost but found. Careless soldiers. Do we find out? Mommy, over to you. Secretary, I'm sorry. She said I should not pass secretary again. Mr. Ayo, please come and collect this money's name. She donated, but she wanted private. She told me her amount, so I'm not. Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. How we used to do it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe this. This, my beautiful sister, is not even a Nigerian. You can imagine. But she's in love with this and she's supporting this movement and she already donated. Do you want me to tell them the amount? It's a very big amount. Please give her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause. You can imagine. She's not even a Nigerian. So, ladies and gentlemen, is there anybody I've not talked to tonight? So, ladies and gentlemen, my future president. My daddy is ready. He wants to donate. Sorry, my uncle. Like that one. Okay, my brother. My friend. Which one? AAC. Take it back. My name is Bernard. I just called from Fundraiser video. And myself and my family, we're making 3,000 posters to distribute to make sure it goes around all the areas of the country because I'm originally from the country. And we're also making 10 dozens of t-shirts to give to people. We already mobilized people in the right houses and they're already working as we speak. So I'm glad to be here. A round of applause, a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to take few questions, alright? Please, I don't want you to be offended. I'm giving everybody just a minute. Once your time elapses, I'm going to snatch my microphone because it is mine. Please, make your question short, precise, and I think we're going to take like 2-3 questions before I'll... Okay, if you have a pen, you may write it down. That will be faster. But if you don't have a pen, we're just going to take 3 or 4 questions. We'll let Mr. President to answer the questions. If you need a pen and a
So it's dead. It's almost.
We can do that real quick. If you have a question, please signify by raising up your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, we're going to do it this way. If you have a question, raise up your hand. I'll come to you. Make it short and precise. Mr. President to me is going to answer the question real quick. And then we all can come out, we dance, we felicitate, and we jubilate in anticipation of the result of the election in 2019. Praise God!
Omoyele Sowore, our upcoming president of Nigeria. Now, my question is, I've been hearing the PVC, and for those of us who are in the diaspora, how do we register to vote here in the United States? So our vote can be counted. We don't want anyone to pick our president. We don't even want Donald Trump to pick our president because he cannot pick our president. So we pick our own president.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to listen. Hi, Mr. Sowore. Good evening. I actually have two questions for you. The first one has to do with why were you late today? I'm just curious because the event was scheduled for 5. I said, why were you late today? Because the event was scheduled from 5 to 10, and I was here. And my question around lateness has to do, it's a small thing, but it makes a big impact as a leader, because you can be in multiple places where you can set a tone as a leader. That's my first question. And my second piece has to do, what are your next plans in the situation where you're actually going to win the election? Because to be realistic, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. But how else can you impact Nigeria going forward if you're not chosen as the president?
Mr. President, how are you, sir? Well, I am involved in economic development. Now we are consumption. Everything is always money for salary, for this, for that. How do we change the system from consumption to production? So how do we tackle this enormous unemployment rate in Nigeria? I want to know, I've been following you for so long, but you're always on target among your peers. But I want to hear again, if you have something to you can tell us your plan on this two issues, please. Good evening, everybody. My president, for me. I'm going to start this way. Benny, what was your global working team? I am in Nigeria to the core, Yoruba to the core, and I believe in language preservation. So I'm speaking more in Yoruba and English. The first means of colonizing a people is to kill their language. My moderator, my MC was saying the other time that he was apologizing for speaking in Yoruba. Don't ever apologize anywhere for speaking your mother tongue. China is great today. Japan is great today because they keep their language and their culture. When a Chinese is talking, or if one will interpret Chinese into English, let it be that when a Yoruba man, even one is talking, this is transcribed on the screen. They killed us first and foremost by taking our language. Now we are speaking in English.
That is false colonization. Now we are talking. We need to change the narrative a bit. We are here for fundraising. We are here to make money and to use the money judiciously. I am telling you, we are not here because of myself, because of himself, or because of Sowore. We are here to Sowore because of the children of the future, because of Nigeria, because of those kids that sing, and I'm telling you, we need all the money than for our Mr. President to be dancing. We need all the money to come from everybody's pocket. And I believe that we can still make $2,000 on this floor tonight. Yes. Before I want everybody to come up with $20, $50 in their pocket. And we start by giving $50. Okay. And I'm telling you, that's what I'm coming to do. Not to be dancing. We need money. I'm sorry, I'm not taking your job. Pass down the trade. Let us put $20, $50 down. Let's see how much we can gather. It is not too small. Ẹgbẹ́ bàbá wọn ló ń ṣe. The Yoruba will say, àgbàdo sèbè, ìbọn òwú, ẹnìkan sèbè ìṣàkùn iṣẹ́ náà. Stop it. This is $50. That's 50. And I want everybody to keep passing the pen around. We should be able to raise $1,000 or $2,000 here. It is any number to raise $1,000 does not make anything. We as Nigerians, we are not yet all out of the roof. We are in diaspora, but we think we are enjoying. We are not enjoying. I am telling you, as long as you have somebody in Nigeria that you are still sending money to, you are still in the room. So we need to get out of the wood all en masse. Total participation of everybody, contributing money and making sure you understand the rest of you. And we make sure that we send the message home that anybody that has some money in Nigeria that does not vote for Sowore is done for. That's what I told them, because I know how much I involved to get that money before I send it to them. They want to know how much we bought to get the last one getting. And I tell you, I do a government house. So don't just all contribute $10, $20, $30, and I'm telling you, you can still go somewhere tonight. The president can always dance anytime. And something. I will the show. And that is because my president, I got no savings. I got my president because I believe in him. Kings are born, but not all kings are born to be kings. You are a king, born, and a king also with the blood and utterance of intelligence. That you are about to be a king. I believe that when you get there, it is promise coming to reality. And I know you will do the best. So it is not like to ask questions. This one has answered more than 1,000 questions so many times. The same thing, that will happen. Because it is possible.
Please, let's maintain the decorum, please. I'm going to go straight to the question. The first one is diaspora voting. There is no incentive on the part of the politicians in Nigeria to allow people in diaspora to vote. Because they know that if you vote, they will be losing elections on a regular basis. Imagine if the diaspora community can vote in this election. I would not be campaigning anymore. I will be planning for the inauguration of the presidency. Because that would have been some 6 to 10 million votes right there in the back. We did an online poll on YouTube for the diaspora, and we won by 82%. I think it's 81.3% of the total vote cast online. We won it. But what I promise you, as soon as we become president, when I say we, all of us are going to be in that presidency, diaspora voting will be a priority. You'll be able to vote for not only your president, you'll be able to vote for federal offices across Nigeria, and eventually all the offices that might concern you. As I like to say, the diaspora community of Nigeria across the world of money that we send home. So you have a right to vote, and we'll make sure you have that right to vote. As soon as you can.
Take it back!
Why was I late tonight? It is because you have organizers here who determine when the guests should show up. So I'm a guest to the organizers of this event, and the organizers decide when I show up, but my preference is to show up on time. But you know what? I didn't bring my car to Chicago, and I was not allowed to call Uber because they didn't tell me the venue of the event until this morning. So it is part of the logistic of organizing. Organizers say, look, we want enough people to be on the ground because it's a fundraiser before you come in. If I come in first, that means I have to donate all the money to myself. So it's a strategy that the organizers adopted, but regardless, I apologize that I came in later than I should. I've been known for fighting people who come late to. If we lose, it is because we choose to lose the election. It's not because we should have lost the election. We are up against two archaic people. We are up against two obsolete human beings or parties. We are up against people with analog brains. We are in the digital era. If we cannot defeat them, then shame on all of us. If we cannot defeat our poverty, we cannot defeat the misgovernance that's going on in Nigeria. We can't defeat the misery that they have brought upon us. We can't defeat their wickedness. We can't defeat a minority when we're in a majority pushing for a revolutionary direction for Nigeria. I'm not afraid to say it will be a shame on all of us. And in that regard, we have lost even before the election. But I'm very sure with the kind of vibe the election home and abroad, the kind of unity and focus that I've seen somebody has said that events are going to get to the point where we should come to the shop. And I can already see that something is about to give in Nigeria. Don't say more. We'll win. We'll win. And I will tell you, thank you. The first victory for us is the fact that we are confronting these people at all. In the manner and way we are confronting them, that is already leaving them dusted before the election is even started. Can I tell you something? And I don't intend to drag this on. Already, all the candidates, especially two major candidates, are mortally afraid to have a debate with us. Mortally afraid. Buhari has already bailed out of the debate and he said he will send SUSCIBE to represent him. And we are saying there must be a debate. And we are not debating the vice president. The vice president will debate our vice president, the vice presidential candidate. Good news is that we have a very sound vice presidential candidate as well. You know, I can't wait to debate Buhari and Atiku. And I know that after the debate, the election will be over. That one is certain. So, how do you change Nigeria from a consuming nation, that's what I get, to a productive nation? Truth is that when you don't produce anything, you consume anything. It's just like when they say you don't stand up for something, you fall for anything. That is what is killing Nigeria. But how can Nigeria produce without electricity? Those are the questions. We cannot put the cart before the horse. We have to address a few things, and one of it is fundamentally how we get power. Because if we get it right with electricity, we get it right with security and safety of our people, Nigeria will get back to producing. There are companies that are out there owned by Nigerians, there are innovations owned by Nigerians. There are Nigerians that are producing all kinds of software out there, but they are not taking it home because those things cannot work with what they call a better pass by neighbor, generators. But most importantly, before you can produce, you have to take darkness out of Nigeria. Yes. Before you can produce, you have to produce power, first and foremost. Nigeria has to be safe, secure for everybody. There is enough people to provide the labor. There are enough people who have brains in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria who are willing to come back home. There are enough investors from outside of Nigeria who will gladly go back to Nigeria and invest. In fact, our African American brothers and sisters are already showing that they can invest in manufacturing in places like Ghana. But Nigeria, nobody wants to go to Nigeria. We will start producing the moment we get those very core sectors right. And I can tell you that Nigeria can produce pretty much everything and anything if they have the right kind of atmosphere to do it, but most importantly, the right leaders to do it. Our brother was talking about language. I completely agree with you. I do not subscribe to the idea of people telling me that my English is not good. Because I've never met an Englishman who can speak Yoruba like me, even though my Yoruba is not very good as well. We have to go back to that. We have to go back to using our mother tongue to teach our kids. You know, one of the things that I regretted most when I was in Nigeria growing up as a kid is going to any of my uncles who banned the speaking of Yoruba at their houses, at their homes. In fact, when we were in secondary school, they used to write it in front of the class. Vernacular speaking is totally prohibited. Right? This is the kind of injustice that we did to our psyche as our people. Like our brother said, the moment you lose your language, you have lost your culture. And the moment you lose your culture, you have lost your humanity. The moment you lose your humanity, you lose your dignity. These things will be addressed to the new leadership that will correct our curriculum of education as well. Thank you very much, everyone. We may not have a chance to see again before the election. If we do, we'll come back. If we don't, we will invite you to the inauguration next year. They said there's going to be a spoof inauguration dance. Yes. The sad thing is that I don't know how to dance, but I love to dance. So I'll try my best. Nobody should laugh at me because I dance my own version of what they call shaku shaku. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to teach the next president shaku shaku tonight. However, before we get to that level, please, there are lots of drinks over there. Even we have alcohol, please, if you are driving, don't drink and drive. If you must drink, just drink table water, just the way I'm drinking. And there are a lot of food left over there as well. If you have not eaten, please make sure you can even take away. Eh? You know, in Kaifele song now. Mr. Simplicity, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please, I want everybody to be on our feet. Please, let's stand up. Let's stand up. Let's stand up. Everybody be on your feet and face me. Everybody want to do an exercise. Everybody be on your feet. Step forward. Step forward. Step forward. Please come. come towards me. Everybody, come towards me. Please, come towards me. Yes, yes, take that step. Come closer, come closer. Come closer. Yes, come closer. Everybody come closer, come closer. I'm waiting. Mr. Support.